Adi Shankaracharya's Vivartavada, the philosophy of apparent transformation. Welcome to Eternal Thunder. Today, we explore one of the most profound philosophical concepts in Advaita Vedanta, Vivartavada, or the doctrine of apparent transformation, as taught by Adi Shankaracharya. Have you ever wondered about the nature of this world we experience? Is it truly real? Or is there something deeper underlying it? How does the unchanging, eternal Brahman relate to this ever changing universe? These questions have puzzled spiritual seekers for millennia, and Adi Shankaracharya provided a remarkable answer through Vivartavada. Now let us embark on this philosophical journey to understand how reality transforms. It remains unchanged. What is Vivartavada? The Sanskrit word Vivarta means apparent transformation or illusory appearance. Vivartavada is the philosophical doctrine that explains how Brahma, the ultimate reality, appears as this manifold universe without actually undergoing any real change. According to Shankaracharya's Advaita Vedanta, the world is not a real transformation of Brahman, but an apparent transformation, like an illusion created through the power of Maya and Avidya, which is ignorance. The fundamental teaching can be summarized in three profound statements. Brahman alone is the ultimate reality. Brahma Satyam. The world is neither completely real nor completely unreal. Jagat Mithya. The individual soul is none other than the Brahman. Jivo Brahmev Napara. This is the essence of Advaita philosophy. And Vivartavada is the key to understanding how the one appears as many. The classic analogy, rope and snake. To understand Vivartavada, Shankaracharya used the famous analogy of the rope and snake. Imagine walking on a dimly lit path at twilight. You suddenly spot what appears to be a snake lying across your path. Your heart races, fear grips you, and you freeze. But when someone brings a lamp, realize it was merely a loop all along. This very simple example reveals the profound truths. The snake never existed. The rope alone was real from the very beginning, yet, due to insufficient light, representing ignorance or avidya, the rope appeared as a snake. This very appearance was vivid enough to cause real fear and suffering. But the moment knowledge arrived through the lamp's light, the snake vanished completely, revealing that the rope was always there. Similarly, Brahman is like that rope, the unchanging substratum. The word is like the snake, an apparent appearance superimposed upon Brahman. Just as a rope never actually became a snake, Brahma never actually becomes a world. The appearance is due to avidya, or the ignorance of our true nature. When the light of knowledge, or jnana, dawns through the study of Vedanta and the grace of a guru, this illusory world dissolves, revealing Brahman alone as the sole reality. The power of Maya and Avidya. But how does this illusion occur? Shankaracharya explains this through the concept of Maya and Avidya. Maya, which is the mysterious, inexplicable power of Brahman, through which the one appears as many. Avidya, which is the ignorance that veils our true nature and creates the perception of duality. Avidya operates through two fundamental powers called Shaktis. First is Avarana Shakti, the power of concealment. Just as the cloud covers the sun, Avarana Shakti veils the real nature of Brahman from our awareness. It hides the truth that we are already infinite, eternal consciousness. This concealing power makes us forget our divine nature and creates a sense of limitation. Second is Vikshepa Shakti, or the power of projection. Once Brahman is concealed, Vikshepa Shakti projects the illusory appearance of the world. Just as darkness allows a rope to appear as a snake, at the cosmic level, it projects the entire universe with all its names and forms. But at the individual level, it makes us identify with our limited body mind complex and forget that we are the infinite self. These two powers work together seamlessly. Awareness conceals the truth, and with shape projects the false. Together, they create the grand illusion we call the world. Vivartavad versus Parinamavad. To appreciate Vivartavad fully, we must distinguish it from another theory of causation called Parinamavad. Parinamavad, held by philosophical schools like Sankhya and Vishishtavadya, states that the effect is the real transformation of the cause. When milk becomes curd, the milk actually transforms into curd. This is parinam, or real transformation. The cause undergoes genuine modification. But Vivartavad, the position of Advaita Vedanta maintains that transformation is only apparent, not real. When the goldsmith creates ornaments, the gold remains gold. Only the form changes. The ornament has no existence apart from the gold. If you remove the gold, the ornament vanishes. Similarly, the name and form we call ornament are merely apparent modifications. The gold never ceases to be gold. In the same way, Brahman never actually transforms into the world. The world has no existence independent of Brahman. It is merely Namarupa, name and form, superimposed on the substratum of pure consciousness. Remove Brahman, and the world disappears. This is the crucial difference. Parinamvad admits real change is a cause, while Vivartavad maintains the cause remains ever unchanged. Levels of reality. Advaita Vedanta further clarifies this through the teachings of three levels of reality or Satya. Paramarthik Satya, which is absolute reality. Only Brahman, the unchanging eternal consciousness, belongs to this level. This is the only reality that never changes, never ceases to exist. It is the existence itself, Sat, consciousness itself, Chit, an infinite bliss, Ananda, Vyavharik Satya, which is empirical or transactional reality. This is the practical world we experience in our waking state, the world of objects, people, relationships, and transactions. This world is real enough for practical purposes. We must honor its reality for daily life. But from the absolute standpoint, it is dependent on Brahman for its existence, just as the appearance of a snake depends on the rope. When Brahman is realized, this very world is understood as mithya, neither absolutely real nor absolutely unreal. Pratibhashika Satya, which is subjective or illusory reality. This includes dreams, hallucinations, and errors of perception. Like the snake in the rope, these appearances are contradicted by a higher knowledge. When you wake up, the dream world vanishes completely. Understanding these three levels helps us navigate between the practical reality of daily life and the ultimate reality of Brahman. The world is real enough to function in, but not ultimately real when compared to Brahman. The path to liberation. So, what is the practical significance of Vivartavada? How does understanding this philosophy lead to moksha or liberation? According to Shankaracharya, bondage is nothing but ignorance, not knowing our true nature. We suffer because we identify with this limited body-mind complex, believing, I am this body, I am mortal, I am incomplete, I am separate from the world and God. But all of this is superimposition, adhyasa, or falsely attributing the property of the non-self to the self. Just as we superimpose a snake on a rope, we superimpose the changing, limited body on our true nature, which is unlimited consciousness. When this knowledge becomes firm through study, reflection, and meditation under the qualified guru, this very illusion dissolves just like the snake vanishes when light is brought. All fear, all sorrow, all sense of limitation disappear. What remains is the eternal bliss and peace of our true nature. This is Jivan Mukti, liberation while living. The realized soul continues to perceive the world but is no longer deluded by it. Just as someone who knows the rope is never again frightened by the appearance of the snake, the one who knows Brahman is never again bound by the appearance of the world. Conclusion. Evatvad. Evatvad is just not merely a dry philosophical theory, it is a practical teaching that addresses the fundamental problem of human suffering and shows the way to absolute freedom. The world you perceive is like a cosmic magic show, a divine play or real leela of consciousness. Behind all the changing names and forms, there is only one unchanging reality, or the Brahman. And that Brahman is not somewhere far away. It is your very self, the I, that witnesses all experiences, but is touched by none. May this understanding of Vivartavada guide you through the realization of your true nature as infinite, eternal consciousness. This is the timeless wisdom of Adi Shankaracharya, as relevant today as it was over 1,000 of years ago. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the depths of Advaita Vedanta. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Eternal Tandem for more profound teachings from Hindu philosophy. For the time being, thank you.